Collagen back and it's collagen is back because he's in college and he's back, he's in college and he's back, he does college and he's back, he does college and he's back, collagen back and collagen back and collagen back.
Welcome back to College and Back. Today we are doing something pretty fun. By the way, this is my friend Brian. How are you today, Brian?
I'm good. How are you, Nick?
Great.
Acting debut, everybody.
Yeah,
so excited.
First video. So I hope to have Brian on the channel more often, but this is our debut.
Time will tell. Nick will decide if I make the cut. So.
And what better way to start it than with something that Brian is an expert on, I would like to say.
That's a loose term, but okay.
So it is, we are going to be taking the Enneagram test today. So you have taken it many times, I'm sure. I have never taken it. I always assume my number. If you don't know what an Enneagram is, I will put a picture of the little circle, I think, that it shows all the numbers. Anyway, it's basically 1 through 9, and it's different numbers that describes your personality. So it's not like the Myers-Briggs or a different kind of like personality test. It's a number system. 1 is not better than 9. So just to say that. I am a 1, I think. So, you know, whatever that
possibly
that
a 6, but
possibly a 6.
We'll see.
We'll see by the test today. But so we're going to be taking this test today. I encourage y'all to take the test. I will put the link of the test we're taking in the description so you can see that. So let's get into this. Here's the test. Y'all can see it. So let's go. First question. So first one, I strive for perfection. What do you think?
Accurate.
You're accurate too?
Are you kidding me? For me? Yeah. No. I'm just trying to get the least possible effort to get, no, not really. But I'm neutral. I would think you're pretty accurate.
Yeah, I'm like 100% accurate on that. And we'll just kind of do it for me. Brian already knows kind of what he is. He's taken it before, but we're kind of gonna just talk about it, but we'll do the actual test for me, I guess.
Yeah, so put your answers out there.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. So I strive for perfection. That is 100% me. I'm gonna put accurate there.
Absolutely, I agree.
Next one, I work hard to be helpful to others. For me, I would say I like to be helpful to others. I wouldn't say that's completely accurate, so I'm gonna go 1 before.
Really?
Accurate.
I think you're so helpful. Anytime I've ever come to you, you're willing to step up and
usually, but not all the time.
Okay, so sometimes it's like, Brian's texting.
I mean, very often, yes, I will, but there are cases where it's like, I don't really want to help this person. Yeah. What about you on that one?
I like to think I am, but I'm probably with you on that. Like, there's definitely times it's more out of obligation than a genuine desire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is important to me that other people like me. I feel like a lot of people with their self-image, they like to be liked. So I would say for me, it's probably close to accurate, but not all the way accurate, because some people I'm just like, I don't really care what they think. But for most people, I want them to like me.
Right.
So,
agreed.
So next one is, it is important to me to achieve great things. That one's kind of hard for me because of course, I want to achieve great things. And I would probably say that's pretty accurate, honestly, because since I feel like I'm more of a perfectionist, I want to do the best I can at everything. So I'm going to say that's pretty accurate. I want to achieve pretty great things.
Hey, College and Back, that's pretty great. So
we're trying. We're stepping out of our comfort zone with that one.
There you go. Love it.
I make more significant contributions than the average person.
These, I'm going to just put a little caveat out there.
Yeah.
Some of these questions are hard to answer. I think significant can be a very ambiguous term.
Yeah.
And so what's significant to one person may not be to another. So I think it's important to look at this from the scope of what I value as significant and then kind of look at it from that lens. So if you look at it from that angle, how would you answer that?
I think I'm just going to say kind of neutral. I don't know why exactly. It's kind of a hard question for me to answer. So usually when it's a hard question, I kind of stay just in the middle.
Yeah.
What would you say for that? I'm interested.
For you, I think you very much so. I think
you.
The way that I look at you and what your values are, I think you contribute a lot to really? Whether it's relationships, whether it's family, schoolwork. So, but at the end of the day, and this is important for anyone taking kind of personality type testing, is to kind of take that initial gut reaction rather than what you feel like you should answer or what you feel like is the right answer. I know sometimes we want to project a persona of having it together, or even when it comes to Enneagrams or other type of personality tests, I think sometimes society makes it seem like this is the best one, so we can kind of tend to answer in a way that whether it's extroversion for Myers-Briggs, or that's the attractive quality to have. Whereas actually from a Christian perspective, God created us all uniquely in his image with unique gifts. And so knowing that, I think it shifts the perspective to say there's nothing bad or good. So, but I would say answer where you feel your gut is leading you.
He's a smart person, right? You were a smart person.
No, I'm making it up as I go, so we're good.
Not true.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel my emotions very deeply. Yeah, I would say that. I would say I feel my emotions. I'm not gonna say completely accurate, but like it's pretty close.
Yeah, cried when I opened the door. He was so happy to see me. No, just kidding.
But I do I do feel emotion, even if I don't express it all the time. I really do feel emotion. Even like I say to myself and I say to other people, whenever somebody else is crying, that makes me just feel like that way. Not necessarily. I won't necessarily cry, but I'll feel like wow, like that hits me. So yeah, I would say it's pretty accurate. I have a sense that other people will never truly understand me. No, I mean, not really. I wouldn't say that's super accurate. I'm going to say one below inaccurate, because I think for the most part, I think people understand me. That's really all I have to say about that. I don't know.
Yeah, I understand that answer. Yeah, there you go.
I think deeply about things. Yes. Definitely. That doesn't take very long for
me.
You
didn't have to think deep about that answer.
Yeah.
Like right off the bat.
I know that I think deeply about things. I do. And sometimes to a fault, because sometimes to a fault I think so deeply and so hard on things because of that perfectionist side of me. I feel like I think like I need to do this the best I can, or I need to make sure this is the best decision.
So you can overanalyze things.
Very easily.
Okay.
Yeah. I am prepared for any disaster. I would say yeah, not like 100% of the time, but yeah, just because I'm a pretty prepared person. So like I feel like I'm not gonna be a person to like just go, oh, let's go do this. Let's go, drive our trucks in like deep in the mud and stuff and try to get out. Like I'm gonna be like, no, our car could stall. That's not a good idea. So I think I'm pretty prepared for.
I like that question. Yeah. I think I would have answered much differently prior to March.
Really?
Prior to COVID, and now I'm true. Like, I was not prepared. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think you are pretty much aware of things and make wise decisions. So, yeah.
Okay. It is important to me to avoid pain and suffering at all times. Yeah, I don't really like pain. I don't know too many people that like pain, but I'm guessing this question is more towards the people who kind of are just go like with the flow and don't really take caution, because those people aren't really thinking about, oh, what's the consequences of this. But like for me, I'm not that kind of person. I feel like I really plan out things. So avoiding pain and suffering, to me, by planning for like situations, I think that'll help me. It won't always like happen. Like there's sometimes where there will be pain and suffering in situations.
Pause. But worst injury you've ever had?
Worst injury. Well, I was playing basketball in middle school, and I went up for a rebound, and this guy came down on top of me.
Oh.
And I went down, and my hand just went like that, and my pinky finger, went.
Yeah, no, okay, got it. Moving on.
And that was my worst injury.
That just makes me hurt right now. That was right there, listening to yours was my worst injury ever. So, wow, that hurt. Okay.
Next one, I seek out experiences that I know will make me feel happy or excited. These are all questions that just like, I feel like I guess maybe it's me thinking deeply about things, but like for me, it's like, it's hard to answer right off the top of your head. What would you say? Right.
And so I think that's a great kind of statement to put out there. Sometimes it is hard not to overanalyze or second guess a thought about this. So I think for you, I look at my life, and whenever I went through this, I looked at my life and decisions I've made up until this point to say, okay, in the past, what have I chosen to do? And so whether it's going on vacation with people, or whether it's doing things that are a little bit outside of the comfort zone that I'm in, that's kind of how I base it. So for you, I think you do. I know you enjoy, making these videos that make you excited. You always tell me about them, and you're excited about those. So I would...
Yeah.
say,
Okay.
middle to upper middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, oh, that's neutral. I'm gonna say one above neutral.
Okay.
Because I feel like for the most part I do.
Yeah.
Scoot a little bit more because I saw you kind of. Well, you don't have to like. But
Don't cut this out. Let this
Yeah.
be a part
No.
of it. Like,
but I just saw you kind of
No.
like going out. So, okay. I see the positive in every.
okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I see the positive in every situation. I like to see the positive in every situation for sure. I won't say every single time because there's some times where it's like somebody hurt me. Like just recently something happened to me or kind of hurt me. I'll tell you about it later. But but yeah, and it's like there's not really a positive. Like I still try to find the positive in that situation, but sometimes it's like there's not really a positive for me to think about. So, but for the most part, yeah. I am not afraid to tell someone when I think they are wrong. I don't really like confrontation, so I'm going to say neutral. And it depends on the person for me. Because like if it's my family or somebody I'm really close with, then yeah, I'll tell them like I don't think you're right on this. But if it's somebody who will like is intimidating or something, or especially like a teacher or something, I'm not going to go and say I think you're wrong. Like it's hard for me to do that. So
Yeah.
that's what I would say.
That makes sense.
I let other people make the decisions. No, not really. I like to make the decisions. I like to plan things out, and so I'm just kind of like, especially like when it comes to like decisions on what we're gonna do like for the weekend, I'll actually make up like a whole planner where I'll be like, okay, this time we're doing this, we'll do this, and I want to make sure that we do everything on the list. So I don't really want I will let other people, but a lot of the times if it's something indecisive, I want to, say what I want to do. So that's what I would say. It is important to me to be successful. I think, we've already kind of answered that. Some of these questions are kind of similar.
I think what it does is sometimes people don't hear it right at one time, so they will ask multiple questions, and it's trying to get a gauge of what range do you fall in. And so that's where I tell people not to get stuck on a question, because there's probably another one that's going to supersede that one. And so it's okay if you either don't know about one or you feel like, oh, I answered that one wrong. That's okay. No worries. Yeah. That's why there's 6 pages.
Yeah.
So
if I'm honest, I feel that I am a bit better than other people. This feels bad.
Some of these are awkward to answer, but
I would say most of the time. I mean, I don't. That makes me sound like really arrogant,
No. It's a healthy confidence.
I read books that will help me be more productive or better at what. No, I don't read books.
Reading what?
I do not like
No,
books.
School.
I find my mind to be a very interesting place. I want to hear, what would you say for you?
Oh my gosh!
I want to hear you.
Me? Every day's a carnival. Like,
really?
Yeah. Well, it's just, I think what you do is you create your own thoughts. And so, I don't want to get into like the therapy side of things, but I think if you set yourself up to create an environment of understanding and acceptance within yourself, it can be an interesting place and in a place of grace and understanding, which is, it enables a lot of avenues for just different experiences and kind of understanding what God wants you to be and me to become in my calling. And so, yeah.
Okay.
But what would you say?
I would say most of the time.
Okay.
Because I think a lot, and so my mind wanders to all kinds of different possibilities. So, yeah. I'm always up for a new adventure. Not really. I would say no.
You want to leave the house? Nope, not this week.
I'm good. Like, I want to set up my own, my own comfort level. Like, if I want to do something, like, myself, then yes. But if somebody says, hey, you want to go on a car trip? I'm like, where are we going? I don't want to just go.
Give me the details.
Yeah. Okay, last page.
Woohoo!
So this last page, I won't do, extremely slow, but I want to hear a little bit more of your answers, too.
Oh, okay.
So I want to learn as much as I can about how the world works. That to me is, I don't love history. I don't know if I'm thinking too hard into this question. What would you say this question?
I mean, I think there's the business side of things, but also the different kind of ethnicities and kind of cultures and how they interact. So are you fascinated with kind of different religions and different societies and ways of living, or is it more about, this is my ethnocentric view of this is how we do things in my community and kind of I'm good with that, and other people can do what they want to do, but it doesn't really affect me or bother me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't
You're like, yeah, no, enough said. Okay, moving on. We're good in Houston, and the rest of y'all can do whatever you want.
It is important for me to understand what can go wrong. I swear that's the same wording. Like that is.
It is, and they do that on purpose to see if people's answers are consistent.
Okay.
So,
but I feel like I have changed a little bit throughout this, but yeah. I take steps to ensure that I don't feel sad or lonely. I feel like they've asked that one too. I'll just say that's next to accurate. Trying new things keeps life interesting. Like, yeah, it does. But like for me, I'm okay not. But the way that question is worded, like, yeah, I do think trying new things does keep life interesting. But for me, like, I don't need it. So I have a good sense of what my future holds. I would say close to accurate, but I don't. I'm in my junior year of college now, and I still don't know exactly what I'm going to do. So I will say for the most part, but not all of it. So what about you on this one?
Yeah, no, not at all.
No?
Not at all. Take it a day at a time. I think I learned in the past to really make plans in pencil, as the Lord has definitely opened my eyes to kind of being moldable to what He has for me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm an average person with ordinary likes and dislikes. That's pretty accurate. I wouldn't say completely, but yes. What about you? Sure.
Why not?
I try new ways of doing things just to see if they will work. No. Not really.
Really? Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
I mean, I know how things work. I'm good to not really mess with it. Like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll do something else. I have a great deal of willpower. I would say for the most part, there's some things where it's like, I think your mind is a fascinating thing because it can really be really strong. Like if you really, like we were talking about this in my family the other day about running and how like, man, I would really love to run this many miles. And it's like your mind can do so much more than your body thinks it can. So I would say for the most part, yeah. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely. I can be stubborn as all get out. And I think that's a synonymous word with willpower sometimes of I'm going to do what I want to do, period.
Yeah. Self-improvement is a major interest of mine. Yes, that's easy for me. What about you?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay, here we go. The big
drum roll.
And
what are your thoughts? What number do you hope you are?
I still think I'm a 1. I think I understood a lot of ones.
Because it's the best. Ones are the best. No,
that's not
at
true.
all.
What do you, I mean.
I think you are, honestly, I do think you're a 6. But we'll see. I know the way you answered is more towards a 1, which is kind of reformer, kind of idealist, but I guess.
Okay. So now all I have to do is click get my results.
Pass or fail, pass or fail.
Roll, please.
And he passed.
Scroll down.
I'm almost nervous. I don't even know why.
Okay.
There it is.
1 and a 6. You're
1 and 6. Okay.
1 and 6.
Not
and
surprising.
With a little bit of a 3. That's kind of interesting.
Okay. I can see a 3.
So what does it say? Does it?
Oh, look at you.
I can't unlock all of it.
But
you have to pay for it. But basically,
there you go. So it gives you the percentages.
Where's a 1?
Up at the top.
So 1 is a 98% match.
Woo!
So this is me.
And a 6. You tied.
6 and 1. I'm kind of even on that, which is just what I thought beforehand, actually. I thought 1 majority, but you said 6, so we were both kind of right.
All right, there we go.
And then 3, I did not expect me to be a 3 at all.
But if you read about it, it's the achiever. So I think there's something to be said about whether you work hard at school, your job, your family, like you want to do the best. And that's kind of the achiever mentality. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was a 1 and a 6. The 1 basically being the perfectionist, which is what I said beforehand. Brian thought I was a 6, which is a skeptic. That sounds really bad when you say a skeptic.
Well, what's the other word that they use?
It says...
so another word that's not on there is loyalist. Basically someone extremely loyal to whether it's ways of life or relationships, and that's very much Nick as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because I'm a big believer in relationships and making sure that everybody
very good at fostering relationships.
Yeah. And yeah, so 1 and a 6, 98% match. Is it possible to get a 100% match?
That's a great question.
I wonder if it is.
I would say no, just
Probably
from the
not.
sense that, I know there's people out there that watch this think this is probably bogus, or they don't believe in the whole personality typing, and I respect that 100%, because oftentimes I'll get the comment, well, how is there only 9 types when there's 7 to 8 billion people on the earth? And the idea behind it is this can go as deep or as shallow as you want it to be. So once he knows he's a 1 or a 6, it doesn't stop there. There's wings. There's different types of kind of where you go in stress versus. There's just all different types of ways that you can look at this. So it goes much deeper than this. This is basically a high level, surface level kind of look at the Enneagram. And so it gives insight, as much insight as you want it to give. And then from that, I think some people can throw the rest away. So.
Yeah, my father actually is a therapist as well as Brian is, but he is doing a kind of live video series on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm on it with him for the most part. And right now we just did an Enneagram episode, the part 2. There's 2 parts. A couple days ago, or it was yesterday, I guess, we did the Enneagram part 2, which we talked a little bit about this. And on that show, I said for the people to watch this video. So if you're watching this video from there, then thank you for watching it. If you really dig into it, there's a lot of stuff that you can learn about it. But anyway, I would encourage y'all to take this test. I know if you don't believe in it, then just kind of read up on it, because there's 9 different types, and there's so many, like you said, a bunch of different wings that go along with it. Like I'm a 1 and a 6, but I have 87% match with a 3, and then 79% match with a 2. So it's just because I'm a 1 or a 6 doesn't mean I have other qualities from other ones. So,
right. Yeah.
And you're a 9, right?
I'm a 9.
You're a 9.
I'm a 9.
Like hardcore 9. Yeah.
Well, I mean, avoid conflict at all costs. So whatever you want, I'm good with it, and we'll just move on. Yeah. But like Nick said, a lot of this is a continuum. So I don't know that there's ever 100 or 0% for anybody on any number or any aspect of the Enneagram, or honestly for any personality typing at all. No one is 100% an extrovert or 100% an introvert. It's kind of where are you on the continuum of that. So
basically it's going to conclude today's video. So thank you so much, Brian, for joining me, and I look forward to having you back on the channel.
Yes, I made the cut. I will see y'all soon.
For sure. Go follow my other channel at N Squared Sports. It'll be right here and also in the description. Go follow me at College and Back on Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, that will conclude today's video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.